Hi, welcome to Sam Draws. So today is less of characters and more of objects and things. We'll get stuck into it. So I wanted to try and design up what I'm always picturing when I was talking about Aaron having a blade and gun sort of mixed together, as I like the idea of sort of the future techie kind of side. And so designing this, I designed it specifically to be animatable, so that I can create an animated section to it. The gun itself it went through a few different design changes as I was designing this on stream and was getting live suggestions and requests and changes and designs for this, but still keeping to the original sort of idea that I wanted to go with. The gun is able to go through 4 different modes. It's got a low power mode, which can become a bludgeoning weapon. It has a standby mode, which basically looks the same as the low power mode, except you can actually use it at some point. And then it has its gun mode, where it's capable of actually firing, which basically the end of it frees up a barrel tip, which is where it blasts out energy blasts from the power source that's attached to it separately. And then the sword mode is where basically the same spot where the barrel usually creates the blasts is instead it sort of clips inside and sort of focuses it into a solid set of energy that comes out as a blade. And the barrel tips end up acting as a crossguard to sort of protect the hands of the person who is currently wielding it, so that they don't burn their hands, as it's essentially a walking flamethrower of sorts. So yeah, this is Aaron's gun sword, designed by his old friend Dante, who is technically non-existent anymore. So in the later season of Fate of Eisen, the Apple Squadeth were heading across a vast amount of water and thus needed a boat. And in a missing episode, they ended up with a boat. It originally had a name, but Brad said, "Oh fuck, I wrote a name," and so the party went with that instead. And so I, while listening to the game, thought, oh yeah, cool, this is a good excuse to give a go at drawing boats. And so this was my attempt at drawing a boat, and what else than drawing a fantasy D&D boat with a bit of, I think it was Viking styles was mentioned, and so I made up a lot of the shields on the side of the boat, because that was sort of reminiscent of a lot of longboats and things for Vikings. Fun fact, when I was actually designing the draft of this boat, I was, of course, also on a boat. So it was a boat being drawn on a boat. Boaty. So the sail, I added their logo, because why not? So you know it's their boat, as opposed to it just being a weird boat out and about. This is a nice and healthy version of the oh fuck I wrote a name. So yeah, object, boat, object, sword, gun thing. Both very unique in where they've come from and sort of their inspiration. Both not so common ground for me, but I still thought it would be worth sharing this anyway, because it's still kind of cool to see the progress of my work going from new projects into things that I haven't tried before, so I thought it would be cool to share this. So yeah.